Hi everyone, my name is Jared. Welcome to the Onwards project. Google Bard has been updated. We have some really cool new features and we're gonna dive into some really cool ways that we can use them. So let's go straight into it. So the primary new feature of Google Bard is the implementation of Google Lens straight into the tool, which means now you can upload pictures, JPEGs, WebP images, PNG, you can upload them straight into the tool. So I went online and I got some AI images of different things, and we're basically just gonna test what we can do. And the first thing we're gonna do is upload a picture of this cake. So you upload the picture and then you kind of fill in a prompt, text as usual, and you can ask it anything. In this case, I asked it, what is this? And it immediately analyzes that photo and gives you a bit of a breakdown of what it's looking at. And you can see that it's pretty accurate. It's obviously looking at a chocolate cake, which is really cool. But then you can go that next step further, where it's like, all right, it's established that the picture is a chocolate cake. Now I've asked it, I want some recipes to make this, and it starts to list me recipes just off that one little prompt and that photo. You start to already see the power of this, that you can use images to add to your text prompts, and it just gives it so much more context immediately. And for those that are more visual, that like to use images to kind of explain what they're trying to do or what they're trying to say, this is incredibly useful. But there's so many more things that we can do with this new update. This next example is awesome. So location's a really big deal. So I got a picture of a train station in London, uploaded that photo through Google Bard and asked it, where in the world is this image? It started to already break down kind of where it is. It said it is Blackfriars Station, it's in London. It gave a few other monuments around it, which is amazing because there's nothing in the image, there's no text, there's nothing. It could just recognize where that image was and where in the world it was. You could then give extra prompts to say, cool, you've known now where the place is, give me some ideas of where some restaurants are. And it starts to list all the different restaurants in the area with a bit of a review. This is so powerful. And the cool thing is you don't even need to find an image on the web. You can literally upload a photo straight from your camera. You can take a photo of wherever you are, ask it, where am I? And ask it for locations and things around there. This is incredibly useful for travel. This next example is using more complex images. I got this image from Midjourney. It's quite a stylistic, abstract image, and I just asked Google Bard, hey, can you please break down in great detail what this image is? And not only does it tell you what the image is, it also gives a bit of a perspective, whether it's the colors of the figure in there. It gives a bit of an idea of what this image could mean from a symbolic aspect as well. And this is a really cool indication of how I can kind of spark different ideas and imaginative topics to you based off an image. It kind of works like a second brain in a way, and it's really interesting that you can really break down complex images right through Google Bard from a simple prompt and uploading an image. As you can tell, I'm quite excited about this feature. Another really cool example is I got a photo from Adobe Firefly of a poodle puppy, and I uploaded this photo of the poodle to Google Bard, and I asked it, what breed is this? And it was able to break down that, yeah, this is a poodle. I mean, it's pretty obvious. And again, I could take it further to that next step of, asking questions. How long do poodles live for? And ask other things. So you can kind of trigger that prompt. And it got me thinking as well that you could potentially take a picture of any creature that you come across straight off Google or your phone and upload that and very quickly identify what you're looking at. And for those that travel a lot, for those that like looking at animals, birds, insects, spiders, whatever, frogs, you can now scan that frog and Google will use its Google Lens technology and Google Bard AI technology to kind of break down what you're seeing. And it's such a fast and interesting way of switching into this new form where images become the first thing that we could enter into our prompt. So the last thing I tested, and I know I've tested some pretty high level things in this video, is I wanted to upload a meme because I wanted to understand if it understood kind of like humor and things like this. And this is where I came across a little bit of a roadblock, which I wasn't aware about because I read through the update notes and it wasn't there. I found this meme, put it in, it's a very familiar meme, and I just kind of put in a fake prompt, like, I don't understand what this is, break it down for me. it came back saying that it can't recognize photos that have people in it. And I need to stress test this more, but I want to know if you've all tried putting in photos of celebrities or people, do you also get the same error that it doesn't want to read it? Or is that like an issue I'm only having? But because of that, it refused to analyze that meme because there's a person in it. So I don't know if this is a thing for everyone, or maybe it's just this specific photo because the person in there is quite young. But I'm interested to hear your experiences of using Google Bot for celebrities or significant people. This was a very quick dive into some key ways that you could use the new Google Bot sort of updates to give photos into the platform. Really curious to know what you think about Google Bot in general. It's come a bit of a long way, and this is a pretty significant update. There's a range of other things that also add more quality of life stuff. Now you can share prompts with other people, you can pin prompts, you can see your prompt history, all from that same screen as well. You can also respond to you via audio now as well, and I think it's also expanded into different languages, which is really, really cool. So Google Bot is making sort of strides along with the other AI tools out there, but I'm curious what you all think of it. I'm very excited for this update, and I think it's really cool that we can use images to start a prompt or to add to our prompts. So looking forward to testing it even more. Thank you all for the support for watching the video. All my links are in the description box below. I do write a very cool kind of weekly free AI newsletter for you, which goes straight to your email. If you want to check that out, that's also in the description. But if not, I'll see you all in the next video.